Hello, greetings to you, my fellow billionaires out there. There's TouchBillions here. But in this scenario, in this particular video, I'll be calling you greetings, my fellow CEOs, because almost every single one of us here are participating in the airdrop known as what? Hamster Kombat. So I'll be giving you an update on the fact that is Hamster Kombat really a scam, or are they really wasting our time, or there's a light at the end of the tunnel? So before I move forward and explain more, I'd really want to encourage you to stay tuned to the very end of this video, and also do well to subscribe to the channel, do well to like the videos if you find it very educating, and also do well to comment in the comment section if you have any question, or you probably also have a contribution that you would want to add. That would be very, very welcome. Now, on August 10th, there was a post that was done. So if you see here, this is actually the official Telegram channel of Hamster Kombat with a whopping 52.6 million subscribers, over 62.6 million subscribers. So if you see, dear CEOs, since our explosive growth began, we've received numerous investment offers from some of the biggest venture capital firms in the Web3 space. We've turned down every single one. To this day, Hamster Kombat doesn't have any external investors. Now, there are so many people who came up with the whole idea that Hamster actually has what? Investors, and there's an issue with them and their investors requesting for a particular amount of percentage. Due to the fact that the project is now very successful, there's a court case between them and the investors and all that. But you can see here they're making an official post here that to this day Hamster Kombat doesn't have any external investors. Now, why, you ask? First and foremost, we value our players for more than any investor, far more than any investor. The only way to obtain the future Hamster token is by playing the game. 60% of the total supply is reserved for the players, with the rest reserved for what? Providing marketing liquidity, future ecosystem, partnerships and grants, rewarding squads and other what? Items. This approach ensures that everyone has the same opportunity regardless of what wealth. In Hamster Combat, anyone can win, and ultimately we all win together. Secondly, now, too many Web3 projects have built audiences only to use them and exit liquidity for their venture capital backers. So they are trying to say that too many of this Web3 projects, too many of these airdrops have actually used users to be able to satisfy the promise that they've made, or that they made to their what? Investors, their what? Venture capital, investors. So that's why they really did not pay attention, or are not interested in getting or having any what? External what? Investors. Now, this has unfortunately become the norm in the industry. Instead of creating innovative projects that generate real value and revenue, companies have to focus on making a convincing pitch to secure funding, spend it on marketing, conduct an airdrop or even a public ICO, and then walk away, leaving users holding the bag. We stand against this practice. We want the Web3 space to return to its fundamental. We invite founders and builders to focus on creating profitable businesses first. Build for your community and not for the investors. The only way to purchase the Hamster Combat is to go to exchanges after the airdrop, where you will buy it from our users if they wish to sell at all. The true power of Hamster Combat from our community in your unwavering support and incredible efforts, and we will always protect you and your interest first. When Hamster family comes together, it creates an unstoppable force unlike anything seen in the history of finance and blockchain. Thank you for reaching out, for reaching this final stretch with us. Now, they are saying that the only way, a lot of people who did not participate in the game can be able to get the token is when, of course, the project, which is token Hamster Combat, is launched in the exchanges, and you can be able to what? buy from the users. Now, moving forward, is Hamster Combat really a scam? Now, first of all, I would really want you to understand that Hamster Combat has promised a $10 billion dollar airdrop. Now, the question is that how would they even be able to make this possible when they don't even have some level of external venture capitalists that would be able to support them massively in ensuring that those figures are very much achievable. Now, I believe that that is one of the reasons why the airdrop token is taking a lot of time. Now, personally, I also believe that what Hamster Combat token will launch. Why do I mean by that? Is because a lot of people have participated in their pre-sale. Now, I'll be showing you that. Let's have access to a Bybit account here, and I'll be showing you that just in a short while. Now, if you look at this Bybit account here, you understand. If I click here at this top here, you can see P2P trading. You can see airdrop hunts. You can see rewards hub. You can see pre-market trading. That's what we're focusing here. So I'm going to click on. I'm going to click on that pre-market trading, and this comes up here. So you can see some of the pre-market coins or tokens, sorry, that are currently ongoing. So you can see order ongoing, you can see Cartism ongoing, you can see Hamster ongoing, you can see this one also ongoing. Now, if I click on Hamster here, you can see total supply is what 10 billion, right? Total supply is what 10 billion. Official website, white paper, you can check that out. So, but if we click on go down a little bit here, participated, you can see here this is already participated on. So if we click on it to open it here, allow the details to open, confirm here, you can see here that highest bid was around $1,000, floor price was around 0.01, 24 hours volume, people are still participating in this, it's around 3,000. Total trading volume is 2.3 million. So currently right now in the pre-market, 2.3 million has already been participated in, yeah, right? So these are figures that are currently waiting, right? These are figures that are currently waiting, right? So now if we look at some records here, which is what current order here, you can see that this account already has participated in the Hamster token with a price figure of 395 USD plus extra service charges from Bybit, that's around $402. Now, this money is held in the pre-market. And of course, you can't just hold people's money for a very long period of time. You would also have a situation to put in a way whereby people will be able to get access to their funds, either getting back their funds or getting the tokens that they've participated in the pre-market. Now, so moving forward, I would also want to explain to you that you really need to understand that, yes, we know that Hamster Combat is bringing in new games. If we go to the official Telegram boat, we know that Hamster Combat is actually bringing new games on a daily basis, and that new game is actually making a lot of people not very excited, making a lot of people not really happy at the fact or the rate at which the processes are going. But personally, I would want to encourage you to know that patience is a virtue, right? There are a lot of people who have actually been consistently playing. You can see this here. Many people have even more keys, more profit per hour and all that. You get me? If you look below here, where you see the playground here, you can see that there are new games being introduced, more games coming soon. You can see that also. If you click on the end here, there are so many YouTube videos that you can get to watch. The daily reward as well, that you can get to claim and get more tokens as well. Also, the airdrop, they've updated their airdrop section here, but I explained this in a video also how the tokens will be, the amount of tokens you get. So the passive income, profit per hour, the N, which is the daily tax, your friends, the amount of friends you got, achievements, Telegram subscriptions, and the keys. So all I'm just going to help you understand is that they've already promised that they are going to give $10 billion dollar worth of airdrop. And also, I would also want to encourage you, like I said, patience is a virtue. Now, these guys are working massively behind the scene. If we look at dogs, you notice that dogs actually promised that they were going to list on the 20th. But due to the fact that they wanted to ensure that there's no hold up, there's no form of infrastructure breakdown, they extended that time to what? On the 20 what? Third. They extended that time to what? On the what? 20 what? Third. You get me? They extended that time to what? On the what? 20 what? Third. So you also need to understand that um, it's also possible that these guys, Hamster Combat, are also extending time to ensure that everything works out perfectly as what expected. So personally, I'm encouraging you to do well, to stay updated, stay patient, continue to play the game. There are so many people who have been patiently waiting on Pi for some years now, and there are so many people who have been waiting on Pi for some years now, and they are still very much open-minded, patiently waiting. So I want to encourage you to also be open-minded, consistently stay in the game, consistently play. Don't lose your focus. I strongly believe that there is a light at the end of what? The tunnel. There's a light what? At the end of the tunnel. So don't give up. Don't I tell people that you can never tell if an airdrop is a scam or not until you see the very end of that airdrop. So we are going, just like we saw the very end of Monorix, we concluded that Monorix is a scam. We have not seen the end yet of what Hamster Combat. Let's keep pushing. So if you got value from this here, please do well to subscribe to the channel. Do well to like the video. Do well to comment if you have any question or contribution.